up? It's Allie here and welcome back to Fab Little Dish, and welcome if this is your first time because this is an exceptionally exciting video. We are going to be transforming my bedroom into my very own witch cottage. And I just think that is such a fun theme to weave spring decorating ideas into because we can take that theme and really lighten it up and just add a dose of whimsy. And before you go thinking I'm crazy talking about Halloween already, hear me out. This is not a spooky themed anything. This is a very elegant and cottagecore inspired decorating theme. I don't know if it's because we're at the halfway point here where Halloween's about 6 months away, which is crazy. I've been compelled to watch Hocus Pocus and Practical Magic, and so I just gave in and I was inspired to bring in some cozy, witchy cottage vibes into my own bedroom at home. So if you're wondering what is the witchy cottage look, and how do I get it? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna help you with here. I've had all my bunnies out. I've had all the cutesy bows and ribbons everywhere. I wanna bring in some darker, moodier vibes, which really sets the tone for any witchy cottage. I had the chance to visit Colmar, France while I was in Europe, and it was such a storybook land. It is what inspired Beauty and the Beast, and I felt like Belle skipping along those cobblestone streets and seeing those lovely cottage style German French homes. I mean, it was literally like you were in a storybook. And that also reminds me of the Sanderson sisters' witch's cottage that they have in Salem. So I wanted to kind of blend both of those vibes together, add some pastels, and even add some French and Victorian twist to it because that is what I do. And I know you're gonna love it. So make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our other videos. And also make sure to hit the like button if you are loving the video along the way. So without further ado, my friends, go get your little feathers or your magic wands and come on over and decorate my witchy cottage bedroom with me. I'm taking down the cute pearls and ribbon garland that I created for Easter, and I'm replacing it with this droopy, feel real greenery garland that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I originally styled this in my living room this Easter for the vintage cottage style vibes, but I'm bringing it in here because I think it instantly casts a whimsical, mysterious vibe into the room with just a dash of cottagecore cozy. So before I start decorating, I'm going to share some of the things that I am going to be decorating with for my witchy cottage. Picked up a few things at estate sales recently that I haven't shared in any of my hauls. So let's dig in so we can start decorating. So this was my first find that I'm going to share with you. It was at an estate sale on Friday. It was one of those things when I was walking out, everybody was like, oh my God, she got the stained glass panel. So this was only $40. So the light catches it so nicely. I can tell it's made really, really well. And I'm really excited to put this up because I think it's gonna really make the theme. This I found at TJ Maxx and I just thought it was a really cute little plant stand. It's wrought iron, it's a cool bronze color. It's got some butterflies, perfect for a witchy cottage. This was an awesome find. I got this at an estate sale. I think this was a score, and it just screamed witchy cottage to me. So look how cute. There's the little birds, and there's little, I don't know if those are pears or apples, but it's in this metal barrel. It's so cute. So this is gonna take center stage somewhere. I found this at Michael's and I thought it was perfect for just my little display in my gold curio cabinet. So we're gonna do that. It was really cheap. I'm gonna be using some other things too that I've had, such as this. This was in the kitchen. I think copper is a great touch for witchy cottage vibes. So we're gonna use that and some of my other vintage pieces. So just some other things I'm gonna highlight here. I got this on my trip, my most recent trip to Paris. And I think they're bookmarks, but I want to keep them. It's Marie Antoinette, I think Joan of Arc, really cute stuff. I got this from Michael's. I thought they were really cute. Definitely have that springy vibe and whimsical, witchy goodness. Of course, you gotta have some sage in your witch cottage. And I'm gonna leave the eggs out, I think, because they just look really witchy to me and whimsical and springy still. So those are staying. I also picked up this really cute glass dish at Michael's. I really like this collection that they have here. My store was just putting this stuff out, but a lot of it looks pretty witchy cottage to me. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to start decorating. As much as I loved this vintage Easter decor, it is time to clear the shelves so we can create our own witchy cottage vignettes for spring. For my gold curio cabinet, I wanted to create an elegant little mystic cabinet, if you will. I'm making the top shelf a little more refined with a Marie Antoinette theme. If you are a lover of the channel, then you know how much I love Marie Antoinette and try to incorporate her into my decor as much as I can. I think her 18th century mysterious air makes her a perfect pretend witch to take center stage here. I wanted to keep the pink tones in here, so the florals are a great way to do just that. I also added this light pink feather fan, which is just the whimsy I was looking to add. Now we're styling the bottom shelf, and this is where I'm taking the opportunity to make things a little more mystical and moodier. Perfect for the witchy vibes. styling the shelf with a few of my favorite healing crystals, each chosen with intention for this season of softness and renewal. Amethyst is known for its protective and deeply spiritual energy. It's perfect for creating a peaceful atmosphere, helping to quiet the mind, ease anxiety, and deepen intuition. And these clear quartz crystals are like amplifiers. They enhance the energy of everything around them, bringing light, balance, and a sense of clarity into the room. They're my go-to for cleansing the space and setting fresh intentions. Rose quartz is the stone of unconditional love. It's all about self-love, emotional healing, and that gentle, heart-centered energy I want to infuse in this space. It brings calm, compassion, and a little bit of romantic magic to the room. I also picked up this candle magic book at the crystal shop where I purchased the healing stones from. I'm honestly not sure what it's all about, but it looked fun and it's also pretty to display. Together, these stones bring in love, protection, peace, and clarity. The perfect blend for a spring refresh in my little witchy cottage sanctuary. I picked up these droopy florals from Michael's in 2 different colors, and I love them. I think they add the perfect dash of spooky that I needed here. Vintage books and old crystalware are also perfect accent pieces for this theme. So I am going to be adding some photos into this lovely brass Victorian frame that I picked up at an estate sale. And I love just some of these. I printed this in 2 different sizes because I love the picture so much. It's Cher and Stevie Nicks. So these are just women that have kind of witchy vibes about them that I thought was very appropriate for the theme. Just kind of an everyday witch vibe. We have here Jessica Lange from American Horror Story, The Coven. She was so amazing in that. Oh my gosh, I love that show. And then we have Samantha from Bewitched, of course. So I'm gonna put these in there and it's gonna be a good time. Just look at these handmade Salem and Witch cross stitches I picked up during my last trip there. How perfect are these for a witch cottage? It's almost as if I knew I wanted to do this theme a few years ago when I had originally picked these up. Too funny. These are gorgeous French-inspired over-door pieces, but I need to replace them with the same Witchy Cottage Gothic ones that I used in my other Witchy themed decor video from fall. I had purchased these from Goodwill and repainted them to be a dark brown, which really added to the moodiness of the overall space. These vintage embroidered and lace pillows are such a great addition to the space because they absolutely bring out the cottage style that is so essential to this overall theme. My grandmother made these and I am going to cherish them forever. They absolutely add the dash of my grandma that I needed. How perfect does the stained glass look here? I absolutely love the way it makes the room look when the light shines through. It creates such a cozy glow throughout the space that's absolutely irresistible. I love the floral arrangements that I created in my room for spring for my Victorian cottage, and I know that a lot of you did too, so don't worry, I'm not going to swap those out just yet. They still need their time to shine, but I did decide to add some feathers to each bouquet because I feel that it gives a whimsy vibe to the florals, and it also elevates the look of them. Plus, in many spiritual practices, feathers symbolize freedom, transcendence, and a connection to nature, so they are right on point with this theme. And I just got back from another estate sale and found all of this tapestry fabric, and it was in a big bag for $5. So I'm really excited because I was just wondering what I was going to do for my table runner on my dresser, and I love this, and I'm going to do a matching, because there's so many panels of this. I think there's about 6 of them. I'm gonna make a long one for the dresser, and then I'm gonna have a matching one on my lingerie chest when you first walk in to just create that balance and symmetry. I love the layered look of this table runner by the window, where the lace edges scream cottage style and the moody tapestry print adds that witchy touch. I'm so happy I went for that last minute estate sale find. And if you want to see how I originally styled these floral arrangements, then make sure to check out my Victorian Spring Cottage bedroom decor video linked below in the description. You won't want to miss that one. Now I usually replace art for each theme I do, but I didn't feel it was necessary for this particular one because I already have a lot of artwork up that's pretty on point with this theme. Something about cameo portraits of women gives me almost a coven vibe, and every witch knows that you are that much more powerful and magical when surrounded by your coven. The vintage style artwork already lends itself to this whimsical theme, so I'll be leaving most of this up. And if you want to see how I originally styled these lovely Victorian cameo gallery walls, then again, check out that Victorian Cottage Spring Decor video linked in the description below. If you also want to see the complete video of me adding the wallpaper panels, then I highly recommend you watching my Victorian Witch Cottage video that I created last fall. I've also linked that below too for your convenience. It has a ton more of ideas just to help give you more inspiration for this unique look. This chandelier is such a sentimental piece for us and truly the star of the show in my honest opinion. My fiance recently lost his father, and this fixture came from his dad's home, the same home that my fiance basically grew up in. I really wanted to find a way to carry a piece of that place and those memories and bring those into our own home to help my fiance as he's working through this significant loss. Hanging it in here felt like the most meaningful way to honor his dad and keep that connection close. It's been hanging up for years, witnessing so many family moments, so before we give it a new life here, I'm giving her a gentle clean, just a little bath to bring back the sparkle and let her shine again. I'm doing this by carefully wiping down each crystal with a soft microfiber cloth and a gentle solution of warm water and Mrs. Meyer's lavender dish soap. I'm taking my time with each piece of crystal, ensuring that each one sparkles like when it was new. Once it's all clean and dry, I'm going to be helping Miles hang it up. As a last-minute addition, I remembered I had tucked this ceiling medallion behind my large gold mirror in the living room. Again, I must have known I had this future project in mind because I randomly bought this years ago with nothing in particular in mind. It is super light, so we were able to adhere it to the ceiling with heavy-duty command strips. These are just the ones that can hold heavier things, but it really is that light. Doesn't this look like it was absolutely made for our space? I love how it draws your eyes up, really emphasizing its presence in the room. It looks so magical. Don't you all agree? Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this new addition to the bedroom. I'm so excited to hear what you all think. And now I had to bring back in my tall candelabra because you can't have a witch cottage without at least one candelabra running at all times. At least that's how I feel. And now it's that moment we've all worked so hard together to achieve. Come with me and let's see the final reveal of my elegant witchy cottage bedroom. So what did you all think? Please let me know in the comments below. I want to know what your favorite part was, and please tell me if you are gonna pick up and do any of these ideas that I have shared with you for this witchy cottage theme. If it was anything we styled in particular, or if there was a piece that stood out to you, or if it's just a comment on the theme in general and how it spoke to you and what you're gonna take back from it, please let me know. I love reading what each and every one of you has to say. And make sure to hit subscribe. You don't want to miss out on any of these videos. We got new ones each week coming your way, full of home decor inspiration. And please make sure to hit the thumbs up button real quick, because that does help the channel and this video get in front of new people who might also be inspired by this fun and whimsical theme. But until next time, my friends, you all take care, stay cozy, stay creative, happy decorating, and we'll see you on the next one. Au revoir.